Alright everyone, you are welcome once again to Aluko Sewing Machine. This week we want to treat how you can use your industrial sewing machine, either email or regardless of the product, to sew a stretchy fabric like this. Because I have complaints from my customers across Nigeria here complaining about their machine not being able to sew stretchy material. So in this video I'll be discussing three major things. In case your needle is not set, your machine sawtool holder is not set, or not properly positioned. So these three things determines if your machine will sew stretchy materials or it will not. So please pay attention to these things I'm teaching, and make sure while you are seeing the video you are also practicing it on your machine. You are free to stream the video firstly, check it, see the information, and later go back to your machine, then play the video once again. It's very important, so you won't miss anything out. And once again, make sure you pay attention to details. Now before I start this lecture, ensure you go back to your YouTube page, subscribe, and also click the notification button for you to get more notification on when I'm releasing other videos on this channel. And don't be surprised, this now will be releasing videos every week for your helpful tip, how you can use your machine, how you can do your servicing, how you can use industrial attachment and other stuff. So do ensure that you subscribe because you enjoy a lot of things on it. So let's start for this. So the first I'm doing here is I'm loosening these two nuts from the plate. We have the plate here. You can see the two nuts I'm losing. This is it. You can see them. Lose it. So firstly here I'll be discussing the settings for your industrial machine race. Now this is it. Don't panic, this thing is a very easy thing. Now please note, when you lose this side of your machine and you notice this side is dirty, don't hesitate to clean it up, because by the time I'm discussing how you can maintain your sewing machine, your industrial machine, you see that will be the major part we'll be discussing about, because this side determines a lot of functions in your machine. I'm very sorry for diversity to other things, but please pay attention to this. It's very important. Clean this side up. It is very important, because there are sometimes that the excess thread, the dust will enter your machine hook, and when it enters it might delay the thread, whereby you see your machine, your sewing having excess thread underneath, whereas the upper part of it is clean. So you might be asking, if I adjust my tension, if I adjust my short tool, yet my machine is having excess thread. Though I will discuss that in another video, but make sure that you clean it. Now after the cleaning, what I will be discussing, let me bring out the thread. Now your needle positioning, you can check my video on how to fix industrial machine needle. This needle position is very important. If this flat surface is not facing this side, it is very risky for your machine. Apart from it damaging the machine race, it can also cause the machine not to sew at all. So first of it, you must notice for your machine is this side is facing the proper side. So when you get out to fix the needle, the next thing we are considering now is, now look at it, I'm bringing the machine needle down. You can see, pay attention to this. It's very important. Let me on the light, so you can see. Now pay attention to this. It's very important. Now the needle is down. Now this is the thread picker. This is the side that picks the thread. Now notice this. This is the picker. This is the thread picker. Now this is the needle. Now this needle must closely pass beside the needle. Closely, it must pass that side, that flat surface. If there is any gap, now if there is any gap in between these two, it's possible that your thread might slightly just pass by. Now see the settings. I'm going to set it out for you, because even this machine I'm saying is not properly close to the needle. So let's set it again. So the process of setting is what I'm doing now. Pay close attention to it. So on the process of setting, if you notice, you see that your machine has two nuts. Like this guy has two nuts. This is one here, and the other one is here. We have two of it here. So I'm losing one of it now. Please pay close attention to this. It's very important. If you remember, I lost one, I've not lost the other one. please don't do what I did not do, because I'm here to discuss about how you can set your machine and race. Please, I'm here to discuss that, so that you have to go on long race of you not getting what you need. Now after that, I'm going to do the second one. Now you see what I will do to it. Now you can see my other hand. This is my other hand. This is it. I'm using it to hold. I'm using it to hold it. Now my process of holding it is so that when I lose it, this thing will not go absolutely out of control. So I've hold it. Now I'm losing this. So after you lose it, the only thing you do is you bring it up, out, like this direction. I mean this direction. You bring it out a bit, very insignificant. Then you tight it back. Don't allow it to shake. Then you tight it back. When you tight it back, you'll be surprised that when you roll your, by the time you are rolling it again, you see that it will be very close to the needle. Are you getting it? By the time you get it, you notice that if it is not that close to the needle, or you notice that after you fix it, it is excessive to this side, go back, lose it, and bring it a bit back until it is very close to this needle. When it's very close to this needle, then you tighten the other one back too. You tighten the other one back to this one. Let me tighten the other one. Then this is the other one too. Let me tighten it. Now I've tightened the two needle down, the two nuts now. So normally your machine should work this way, like it must work this way. Now there is another predicament to this. After you set this something and you notice it's not working, another predicament is that the probability that this your machine needle rod is not properly positioned. If this guy is not properly positioned, maybe there is a length it should get to at the down part and it is not getting there, there are probability that your machine will not so stretchy material. So I've done the first part of it and I will treat the second part of it right away now, even in this same video. So this is it. Let's treat the second part of it. Now on this second part, see something here. Now we are setting the machine needle. If you notice, there is a length of the needle to come down here. If you notice that your machine needle is not as down as this, it's not getting to this length, then the needle is not properly fixed. The needle rod is, the needle holder is not properly fixed. So I will discuss what you will do to it right away. Now there are probability that it is even to this extent, but yet you have to bring it down just a little bit, like the way you peel this, you pull this out a bit. You can bring that one down a bit, so that the flat surface, as I discussed earlier on, the picker and thread picker will move closely to that flat bar on your needle. If it's not moving closely to that flat bar on your needle, then your machine will not so stretchy material, though it might sew other polyester and other fabric. So when you're about to bring this down, you are coming down, you are coming to this side. There is a rubber here. This rubber, you will lose it. When you lose it, if this needle is truly down, like the way I'm doing mine, it's truly down like the way I'm doing mine, you can see a needle, a knot. I hope this will pick it up. You can see a knot inside this side. My camera is not picking it up. Okay, I can see it now. Now you can see the knot. This is the knot, as you can see in the camera. So you put your screwdriver inside it, you pick the knot, you lose it. Now before you lose it, ensure you hold this so that it will not just fall off. If it just fell off, it's probably that you not get it again. So you lose it. When you lose it, it's a very tight hard thread and knot. You lose it, then you bring your machine stuff, you bring it down a bit. When you bring it down a bit, then you tighten it back. If you tighten it back, by the time you turn your machine back to this direction, you notice that the needle is now in its proper positioning. It's now, because the main reason why they create this space is for needle to have somewhere to land. The main reason why you have this space is for needle to have a space to land. This needle, you can see your needle there. This is the needle. Can you see it now? That's why it is there. That's why it is there. So after you bring the two down, then you can be rest assured that your machine will work fine. So the third part of it is this needle. When you want to sew stretchy materials, it's advisable you have needle size 16 or 18. 16 or 18, I repeat, 16, 18. You should not use 14. These needles have their different functions. When you are sewing a very thick material, that's why you can use needle 14, because it will easily penetrate it. But when you are sewing a very light material, it's advisable you use needle 18, because one is not struggling to pass through it, but the thread must be properly picked. So like this needle I'm having here now, this needle is 14. There are probability that this needle will not sew stretchy material. So when you put 18 there or you put 16, it will sew. Your machine will certainly sew this. So when your machine is sewing stretchy materials, then you have the best piston. So after that, don't forget to clean this place. I will be discussing it in my next video on how you can maintain your industrial sewing machine, how you can give it a monthly cleaning, or 2-month cleaning. You can do it once in 2 months, once in 3 months, depending on your choice. So now let's fix this bag, and you can see that I'm doing this video to you passionately. It's very advisable that you go there and subscribe, because there's no essence of me doing this video to you guys and you're not subscribing to my page. Be frank towards it. You have to subscribe seriously, because I'm giving you a service for free. So please ensure that you subscribe to it. And this rubber, don't forget to return it. The rubber I will remove the other time. And where's the nut? Okay. So let's start our work. Even you will notice that the way the machine will pick the thread will be in. Alright, as you can see, the machine is sewing stretchy materials regardless of the material. Either it is condom material, they call it tracker, some call it condom material. So regardless of the material, your machine will sew fine. All you have to do is to follow these processes clear and straightforward, and you will get it. Now don't forget to subscribe, because your subscription actually counts, and it make it to give you the privilege to see other videos we're doing on this channel. Thanks for viewing. Thank you very much.